St Benedict's is an 11 to 18 Catholic high school, a fully comprehensive school, a community school that serves the whole of Copeland, including the towns of Whitehaven, Egremont, Cleatamore and all the surrounding villages.
The career strategy is aiming to make sure that we develop all our students to be the best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. We're looking at making sure that they're developing the soft skills, the interpersonal skills that are going to support the knowledge that they have through the curriculum learning to help them to be successful in whatever it is that they choose to do in the future. The job of a successful careers programme is to make sure that the children know what the options are that are available to them, that we make sure they're aware of more than what's available in just the local area, and that we inspire them and give them the skills and the knowledge to make sure they can become the best versions of themselves and be successful individuals in whatever it is they choose. Benchmark 4, it's all about careers in the curriculum, and we have put quite a bit of time aside to make sure that we do this and we are successful. So Benchmark 4 is something that's happening in lessons all of the time. We've mapped out who's teaching what and when. We've looked at how that maps up to different careers. Little tweaks have been made to lesson plans or teaching resources so that when a teacher's in the classroom, they can click a button, scan a QR code, and it'll take them through to a little resource. So it may well be that they're teaching something about electricity, and then there'll be a link to perhaps a video of an electrical engineer talking about what it is that they do, so the children know, if they're interested in the topic that they're studying, that there is a career that can lead to in the future. And that happens right the way through from year 7 to year 13. The whole school approach means that it's something that's integrated. It's part of something that happens naturally. It's part of the learning. It's not a bolt-on.
We spent quite a bit of time in the science department looking at our curriculum provision and how we can highlight careers in that content. We want to make sure that our students are fully aware of the vast array of opportunities that are out there for them, and that actually some of the careers they might go into don't yet exist. So it's important that we've spent that time going through to highlight key parts that we're teaching at Key Stage 3, 4 and 5.
A lot of students, sometimes will think, well, I'm not going to do a job where I need to speak a language. That's not the point. There's transferable skills, these things they may not have thought about. So that's what we're doing at the moment. And it's very interesting because some students, you get I didn't think of that quite a lot. So I think as much as possible, bring it. Also because I think, if you're learning something, whatever it may be, it's got to be relevant. Some students may just think, well, why am I learning that? What am I going to do with it? So it's quite important. And as I say, I'm going to go back again to transferable skills. It really is a very important tool. People have to have as many eggs in their baskets as they can. So my advice to teachers would be, as much as you possibly can, bring it into your lesson, in your scheme of work.
So there's a range of activities we've supported St Benedict's with. We've looked at delivering virtual work experience. We've been into school to give careers advice, support, come into school and worked on projects with the students in the class. But we've also supported the head of departments looking, business, engineering, maths, science, how careers advice can be integrated into their subject areas as well.
In terms of making sure that it's embedded in the science curriculum, it actually helps both the staff and the students. The staff have got a set of resources that they can go to and use to make sure that they're giving the students access to lots of different careers, but it also the students will then have access to those, and it gives them a better understanding of the vast array of opportunities that are out there, and it makes them think, actually, I can do that. It gives them something to aim for, something they can go on and think, yeah, that's what I want to do, therefore I need to do X, Y and Z to get there.
I think it's really helpful when you're in lesson and the teacher would refer to how a career links to what we're doing.
I think the biggest challenge is always time. Teachers are very hard working, they put a lot of effort in during the working week, and the thing that they're perhaps most worried about is the time that they've got to use to change things. We've made sure that the time's been made available, the CPD's been made available, and that's facilitated the change, and it's made sure that we've been successful in implementing Benchmark 4.
4 tips for teachers that are trying to embed careers into their curriculum. Work as a team, pool your resources, never worry if you don't have the answer straight away. You can always find out or signpost the students to where they can find the information, and little and often.
Take your time, think very carefully about what it is that you want to achieve. Make sure that the staff know that it's a small tweak to a lesson. It's a small addition here or there. It's not a vast amount of work. It could just be a sentence saying, if this is what you like, this is what you could be, and having a little bit of labour market information being shared and updated regularly, so staff are always up to date and informed and can share that in the classrooms.
My advice would be, don't think you can't do something because you can, and we've done it successfully.
Go into the school, talk to the careers lead, talk to the staff in the curriculum, and get an understanding of what their requirements are, and then look at the opportunities within your own business, your supply chain, where you can facilitate support to the school.
The school's plans going forward are just to make the most of Teams and the technology that's become available over the last year. We've found that we've got another tool now that we can use, and we can bring people into the classrooms very quickly, very easily, without a long journey. So just to continue to build on what we've got and make sure it's the best we can do for our pupils.
We have a very varied and mixed catchment area, and we're geographically isolated, but we don't let that geographical isolation restrict our students in any way from what they might achieve. We might live between the mountains and the sea, but we can go beyond them.